On my 6th day on the road, I start the 365-mile westbound section of the Empire State Trail starting from Albany, New York. The entire Empire State Trail runs from Manhattan north to the Canadian border in Rouse's Point close to the northern tip of Lake Champlain, as well as from Albany to Buffalo, New York along the Erie Canal. With a combined total of 750 miles, the Empire State Trail is the longest multi-use trail in the United States. It is comprised of close to 20 different pre-existing trails, with the three most notable segments being the Hudson River Valley Greenway Trail from New York City to Albany, the Erie Canal Way Trail from Albany to Buffalo, and the Champlain Valley Trail from Albany to the Canadian border. What an awesome trail this is. It's got a bunch of people with dogs, little kids, insane views, smooth pavement. On this first day on the trail, I head towards the city of Amsterdam, riding alongside the 149-mile-long Mohawk River. Being the largest tributary of the Hudson River, the Mohawk River was an important transportation route during the French and Indian War as well as the American Revolutionary War. This was due to its westward ease of passage through the Appalachian Mountains between the southern Catskill Mountains and the Allegheny Plateau to the south and the Adirondack Mountains to the north. I'm totally energized by the endless flat grade and smooth pavement, allowing me to ride as fast as I can while entertaining myself with the beautiful scenery and multitude of people also enjoying this trail. This Mohawk Hudson Bikeway section of the Empire State Trail has plenty of diversity, including this densely wooded short but steep downhill. Once I reach the city of Schenectady, I take a much needed break. I ingest a power bar, drink lots of water, and take a breath before continuing on. And I just thought I'd check out something else on the trail and then get back on the trail after. Maybe get something to eat if I see something. This snack only made me more hungry, so I get off the trail and look for a more substantial bite to eat. I grab a quick lunch and briefly check out Schenectady before continuing west. This city's name comes from the Mohawk word meaning beyond the pines and was given by Dutch colonists back in the 17th century. Even though Schenectady has contracted during the latter part of the 20th century due to industrial and corporate restructuring with the loss of many jobs, it has recently been growing its economy due to the demand of renewable energy. I eventually reach the village of Scotia, where I get a good look at one of the first lock and dams I run into on the Erie Canal, lock number 8. I continue on, and this trail keeps providing me with so much to see. There are several towns along the way towards the city of Amsterdam, such as Rotterdam Junction, Pattersonville, and Cranesville. They seem pleasant and well maintained. The sections of the trail are also well paved and with white shoulders to ride on. As I get close to Amsterdam, I stop at lock number 10. This is the first of many lock and dams along the Erie Canal that I'll be stopping at to check out or camp at before reaching Buffalo in the days to come. Their historical charm and significance is a huge part of the attraction for riding this section of the Empire State Trail. First proposed in the 1780s and eventually completed in 1825, the Erie Canal was at the time the second longest canal in the world and had a great economic impact in the growth and development of the cities of New York, Albany, Syracuse, Rochester, and Buffalo, as well as the entire United States. That was the Erie Canal, lock and dam number 10. Guy Joshua there, who works there, was pretty cool. I got to talk to him for a little bit. I'm almost there. What a beautiful day. What a chill day. Just on a trail all day, just cranking miles. Feels good after all the climbing I did in Vermont. With a population of about 18,000, the city of Amsterdam offers visitors interesting sights such as the Amsterdam Castle Hotel, which was built in 1895 and served as an armory, as well as quaint restaurants and a picturesque overlook of its neighborhoods atop this seriously steep hill. I'm gonna try to get to Utica, which is 64 to 70 miles away by the time I get there. We'll see if I can do it. Every day I have this desire to do 70 miles and the most I do is like 50. I'm still trying to get conditioned. My body is doing good, and it will do better, but this is that 1 week where I get myself in shape. I do as much as I can, and I kind of read my body. That's super important, I think. A little more climbing. Had a really good rest last night. Feel really strong today. This next morning, I ride towards the city of Utica. I welcome the busy nature of the traffic and the light grade of several hills. To get back on the Empire State Trail, which is now called the Canalway Trail section of the Erie Canal Trail, I ride westbound on the shoulder of State Road 5S. Once I cross this restore rail bridge over Schoharie Creek, I get on the Canalway Trail and start riding on its smooth crushed stone surface. Back on the trail! Let's crank some miles in this thing. Soon after passing the village of Fultonville, I run into a gentleman walking the trail who was carrying camera equipment. My curiosity had me stop to learn more. I was just riding on the Empire State Trail and I met this gentleman who was taking pictures, and I asked him what he's taking pictures of, and guess what? He takes pictures of like trucks on the highway, which is, like you guys know, is like one of my favorite things, like truckers and motorcyclists. What's your name, sir?
My name is Sean Childs. You can view my pictures on Facebook at sean.childs.50.
Well, he has a Facebook account with just pictures of trucks, and he's a fan of Mack trucks and Peterbilt? No.
Caterpillar
And Caterpillar.
I also do a lot of rail fanning, locomotives.
Oh yeah, me too. I love trains too. So.
Always welcome to check my page out, share, like, dislike, whatever, comment.
That's so cool. It's such
They're
a
there
coincidence.
to enjoy.
It's such a coincidence. I really appreciate meeting you.
Oh, thanks.
That was insane. I just see this guy up ahead. I'm thinking he's taking bird pictures. I stop and he's like here taking pictures because the highway's next to me here, next to us, and he's taking pictures of trucks. Like, that's just crazy. I'm like such a fan of trucks too. And he takes pictures of trains, and he says people think he's crazy, but I don't think he's crazy. It's a big draw for me, as you guys know. All right, back to it. That was a little break, 5 minutes. I gotta contain myself to stop and talk to people because it eats up my day, but it's so nice to meet people like that. It just makes my day so much more special. And I'm having a phenomenal day. Phenomenal. Nobody on this trail. Cool temps. Just loving it. Dude taking pictures of trucks. And he thinks people are crazy for thinking he's crazy. A bunch of crazy people. The trail continues to impress with a paved section running through forested areas as well as past the towns of Randall, Sprakers, Canajoharie, and Fort Plain while noticing the formation of darkening skies ahead. So far today I've made great mileage in relative short time, so I'm not too concerned about the weather getting difficult on me. I ride into the town of Canajoharie, stopping momentarily at this town's central crossing of Main and Church Street to check out its scene. As swiftly as possible I continue on and notice the darkening weather further developing ahead of me. Once I reach the town of Fort Plain, it becomes more evident that a storm is coming my way. Getting a little cloudier. Feels like rain's coming. I don't see it, but it feels like it. Hopefully not. But sooner or later, it's gonna rain. On the western end of Fort Plain, I ride into an Interstate 90 underpass. As I get ready to leave it behind, I think better of it and take a moment to look at my cell phone's radar app to take a closer look at the weather ahead of me before continuing on. I made it under this bridge just in time and now it's starting to pour. So I'm just gonna chill out. Why not? Take a little break. I'm 27 miles in, so I've done enough for the hours I've been out. Like, it's only 12 o'clock. I was about to take off, just sitting here in light misty rain, and I was just thinking that maybe I should just keep going, put the jacket on and keep riding, because I'm in a groove, like I'm like having the best morning. And then I looked at the radar. I just thought I don't need to check the radar, but I did anyways on my phone, and there's a massive cell coming into Fort Plain, which is a little town that I just came through, and like all across here's like the beginning of